What if I told you that the coffee you drink every morning might not be 100% coffee? Sounds shocking, right? The truth is, many coffees today are filled with hidden chemicals, flavoring agents, artificial creamers, and additives that have nothing to do with the natural coffee bean. That comforting cup you rely on to wake up, focus, or start your day might actually be destroying your gut health and throwing your hormones completely out of balance. Most people think coffee is healthy. They've heard about antioxidants, energy boosts, and better metabolism. But what they don't realize is that not all coffee is created equal. Some are processed with harmful solvents, sprayed with pesticides, or mixed with synthetic sweeteners that irritate the gut lining, cause inflammation, and trigger hormonal chaos over time. You might already be feeling the effects without realizing it. Constant bloating, heartburn, anxiety, irregular periods, mood swings, or fatigue even after drinking coffee. These are silent warning signs your body gives when your gut and hormones are under attack. In this video, we'll expose 6 types of not 100% coffee that you must avoid at all costs. They look harmless, even delicious, but they're quietly damaging your body from the inside. And don't worry, by the end, I'll show you how to choose the right kind of coffee so you can enjoy every sip without hurting your health. When we talk about not 100% coffee, we mean the kinds that look like coffee, smell like coffee, but are far from natural. These are the coffees mixed, flavored, processed, or chemically treated in ways that damage your gut and disrupt your hormones. The coffee industry today is focused more on marketing than health. Companies cut costs by blending poor quality beans, adding artificial flavors, and using solvents to extract caffeine. What you get in your cup might taste good, but it's silently hurting your body. Let's look at the 6 types of coffee that you must stop drinking right now if you value your gut health and hormone balance. The first one is flavored coffee: vanilla, hazelnut, caramel, mocha, or seasonal blends like pumpkin spice. These coffees are loaded with chemical flavorings and artificial sweeteners. That tempting syrup or powder that gives your coffee its taste also feeds bad gut bacteria and inflames your intestinal lining. Once that lining is damaged, toxins leak into your bloodstream, causing what experts call leaky gut. Studies show that artificial flavorings and emulsifiers can act as endocrine disruptors, interfering with estrogen and testosterone levels. Over time, this can lead to mood swings, bloating, fatigue, and even weight gain. The first one is flavored coffee: vanilla, hazelnut, caramel, mocha, or seasonal blends like pumpkin spice. These coffees are loaded with chemical flavorings and artificial sweeteners. That tempting syrup or powder that gives your coffee its taste also feeds bad gut bacteria and inflames your intestinal lining. Once that lining is damaged, toxins leak into your bloodstream, causing what experts call leaky gut. Studies show that artificial flavorings and emulsifiers can act as endocrine disruptors, interfering with estrogen and testosterone levels. Over time, this can lead to mood swings, bloating, fatigue, and even weight gain. The second is instant coffee. It's cheap, fast, and convenient, but that convenience comes at a cost. Instant coffee is often made from the lowest quality beans, treated with pesticides and industrial solvents. During production, the beans are overheated, destroying the beneficial antioxidants that protect your cells. Some brands even add fillers like chicory, maltodextrin, or corn solids to bulk up the powder. These raise your blood sugar and disturb your gut flora. The result: spikes in insulin, stress hormone imbalances, and tired adrenal glands. If your coffee tastes too bitter or leaves a chemical aftertaste, you're probably drinking one of these. The third one is decaf coffee, but not all decaf, only the chemically processed kind. Most commercial decaf coffees use solvents like methylene chloride or ethyl acetate to remove caffeine. These chemicals don't just vanish after processing, traces can remain in your cup. Even small amounts can irritate the gut and liver. Decaf coffee is also more acidic, which can worsen acid reflux or gastritis. For those with sensitive digestion or hormonal imbalances, this can be devastating. The safe alternative is Swiss water processed decaf. It uses water and temperature instead of toxic solvents. The fourth type is coffee with artificial creamers or sweeteners. Those tiny creamer pods or flavored powders may look innocent, but they're full of hydrogenated oils, corn syrup solids, and emulsifiers. These substances increase inflammation and disrupt your gut microbiome. Worse, some of them act like fake hormones in your body, mimicking estrogen and confusing your endocrine system. Artificial sweeteners like sucralose and aspartame are another hidden danger. They kill off beneficial gut bacteria and interfere with insulin response. If you feel bloated, anxious, or have sugar cravings after your coffee, your creamer could be the culprit. The fifth type is ready-to-drink bottled or canned coffees, the ones you find in supermarkets or gas stations. They're heavily marketed as energy or protein coffees, but they're actually chemical soups. These drinks are full of stabilizers, gums, preservatives, and synthetic vitamins. They often contain milk solids and artificial sweeteners that coat your stomach, changing how your body produces acid. Over time, this causes gas, indigestion, and gut irritation. Some brands even use ultra-pasteurized milk or oils that interfere with hormone receptors, making your body more resistant to natural hormonal signals. Finally, the sixth type is over-roasted or burnt coffee. Many people love strong dark coffee because it tastes bold, but roasting beans too long creates a toxic compound called acrylamide. This chemical forms when beans are heated above safe levels. Acrylamide has been linked to nerve damage and oxidative stress, two factors that harm your gut barrier and your hormonal glands. Over-roasted coffee also overstimulates your adrenal glands, pushing your cortisol levels up. This is why some people feel anxious or shaky after dark roast coffee. It's not strength, it's stress. Now imagine what happens when you drink 2 or 3 cups of these coffees every day. One cup might be instant, another a flavored latte, and maybe one bottled coffee on the go. Day after day, your gut faces a storm of chemicals, acids, and fake ingredients. Your digestive system becomes inflamed, your beneficial gut bacteria die off, and your stress hormones stay constantly high. You might start blaming stress, aging, or sleep, but your daily coffee is silently behind it all. Now imagine what happens when you drink 2 or 3 cups of these coffees every day. One cup might be instant, another a flavored latte, and maybe one bottled coffee on the go. Day after day, your gut faces a storm of chemicals, acids, and fake ingredients. Your digestive system becomes inflamed, your beneficial gut bacteria die off, and your stress hormones stay constantly high. You might start blaming stress, aging, or sleep, but your daily coffee is silently behind it all. Science confirms this. Research shows that coffee can increase gastric acid secretion and relax the lower esophageal sphincter, causing acid reflux. It can also alter gut motility, meaning food moves through too quickly or too slowly. Most importantly, caffeine and coffee additives can loosen the tight junctions between intestinal cells, allowing harmful particles to enter the bloodstream. This triggers inflammation and immune reactions. Over time, it leads to fatigue, skin breakouts, bloating, and hormonal issues. For women, this often means higher estrogen dominance, irregular cycles, or worsened PMS. For men, it can mean lower testosterone and constant tiredness. Both genders may experience brain fog, poor sleep, and increased anxiety. It's a chain reaction. Gut imbalance leads to hormonal imbalance, and hormonal imbalance leads to poor gut repair. So, it's not caffeine itself that's the villain here. Pure organic coffee in moderation, honestly, it does have its benefits. The real danger actually lies in what's added to your coffee. Things like chemical flavorings, pesticides, solvents, and sugars. These extras force your liver and adrenal glands to work overtime. When your liver is busy detoxing all those chemicals, it just can't metabolize hormones properly. And when your adrenals get overstressed, they stop balancing cortisol, estrogen, and testosterone the way they should. The result? You end up with fatigue, irritability, and weight gain that no diet really seems to fix. The warning signs are actually pretty easy to spot. You might feel bloated after having coffee, or maybe you crash after the caffeine wears off. Sometimes you get anxious, jittery, or suddenly crave sugar. You might even notice mood changes, hot flashes, or acne flares after your favorite latte. These are definitely red flags that your coffee is not working for you. It's actually working against you. So, what can you do about it? Well, the first step is just awareness. Start by identifying which of these 6 coffee types you're drinking. Make sure to check labels. Read the ingredients. If you see words like artificial flavor, hydrogenated oil, or stabilizer, it's really best to stop immediately. Second, pay close attention to how your body reacts. Coffee should energize you, not leave you exhausted. If you feel drained, it's time to switch to cleaner options. So, your gut and hormones can't talk, but they sure do send signals. It's really up to you to listen, because honestly, every sip of coffee either heals you or harms you. In the next part, we'll talk about how to rebuild your coffee habit safely. You'll learn what kind of coffee actually supports your gut health, how to brew it correctly, and, well, how to enjoy caffeine without anxiety, bloating, or hormonal chaos. This could, completely change the way you drink coffee forever. Let's rebuild your morning coffee habit the right way. You don't need to give up coffee completely to protect your gut and hormones. You just need to change how and what you drink. When consumed correctly, coffee can boost focus, support metabolism, and even improve longevity. But when it's abused or paired with the wrong ingredients, it becomes a slow toxin. The difference between health and harm really lies in purity, preparation, and timing. So, let's understand how coffee truly affects your body and, what you can do to turn your cup into a healing ritual instead of a harmful one. When you drink coffee, caffeine stimulates your central nervous system and your adrenal glands to release cortisol. That's the stress hormone. Cortisol isn't all bad. It actually helps you wake up and stay alert. But when you drink coffee on an empty stomach, or, say, consume multiple cups a day, your cortisol levels remain chronically high. That's when problems start. High cortisol increases stomach acid, irritates your gut lining, and slows down digestion. This leads to bloating, heartburn, and inflammation. Over time, your gut wall becomes more permeable, allowing toxins and undigested food particles to leak into your bloodstream, the condition known as leaky gut. At the same time, excessive cortisol disrupts the delicate balance of your hormones. In women, it can lower progesterone and increase estrogen, causing PMS, fatigue, and mood swings. In men, it can lower testosterone, reduce motivation, and cause brain fog. So, if you feel alert for an hour and then crash hard afterward, your hormones are already sending distress signals. The first step toward fixing this is choosing clean coffee. Look for organic, single-origin beans. Organic beans are grown without pesticides or chemical fertilizers, which means your liver doesn't have to work overtime to filter out toxins. Single origin means the beans come from one farm or region, making them traceable and less likely to be contaminated. Avoid blends, which are often made from leftover or lower quality beans. And, be cautious of flavored varieties, even if they claim to be natural. The safest choices are plain Arabica or light medium roasts. Light roasts retain more antioxidants and less acrylamide than over-roasted dark ones. Next, focus on how you brew your coffee. Always grind your beans fresh just before brewing. Pre-ground coffee loses its nutrients and absorbs moisture, leading to mold growth. Use brewing methods that don't add chemicals, like French press, pour over, or espresso. These preserve natural oils that help with antioxidant absorption. Avoid instant coffee and capsules that may contain plastic or aluminum residues. If you use filters, choose unbleached paper or metal mesh filters to avoid chlorine contamination. Remember, the cleaner your method, the gentler it is on your gut. Now, let's talk about timing. One of the biggest mistakes people make is drinking coffee first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. When you wake up, your body naturally releases cortisol to help you become alert. Drinking coffee immediately spikes it even more, confusing your adrenal system. Instead, wait at least 60 to 90 minutes after waking before having your first cup. And always pair it with food, even something small like a banana, a handful of almonds, or a boiled egg helps buffer the acid and slow caffeine absorption. This simple change alone can stop the morning jitters, acid reflux, and hormone swings many coffee lovers experience daily. Portion control is another critical step. You don't need endless refills. Stick to 1 or 2 cups per day, ideally before noon. Too much caffeine after 2 p.m. interferes with melatonin, the hormone that controls sleep and cellular repair. Poor sleep equals poor hormone recovery. If you rely on multiple cups just to get through the day, it's a sign your adrenal glands are exhausted. Caffeine isn't energy, it's borrowed energy. You'll always have to repay it later through fatigue. Then there's what you add to your cup. This is where most people go wrong. Skip artificial creamers, flavored syrups, and sugar substitutes. These ingredients inflame your gut and confuse your endocrine system. Instead, use natural options that support your body. Unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or grass-fed milk are better choices. For sweetness, use raw honey, coconut sugar, or a small amount of stevia leaf powder, not chemical stevia extract. You can even add cinnamon, which balances blood sugar and reduces inflammation. Some people like adding a teaspoon of coconut oil or grass-fed butter for stable energy. This bulletproof style coffee can work well for those without gut sensitivity, but always in moderation. Another tip, stay hydrated. Coffee is a diuretic, which means it makes your body lose water and minerals. For every cup of coffee, drink 1 full glass of water. This keeps your digestion smooth, supports liver detoxification, and prevents headaches. If you sweat a lot or drink multiple cups, add a pinch of pink Himalayan salt to your water to restore electrolytes. A dehydrated gut is an irritated gut, and that irritation eventually leads to inflammation and hormonal chaos. If you love coffee but want to give your body a break, try healthy alternatives. One great option is chicory root coffee. It's naturally caffeine-free, rich in prebiotics, and supports beneficial gut bacteria. Mushroom coffees made with reishi, chaga, or lion's mane are also excellent. They support the immune system and balance stress hormones without overstimulating your adrenals. Green tea and matcha are perfect for those who want moderate caffeine with calm focus, thanks to L-theanine, which promotes relaxation. And for a completely caffeine-free yet energizing drink, try a golden latte made from turmeric, ginger, and almond milk. It reduces inflammation and supports liver detoxification. Now, how do you know if your coffee habits have already damaged your gut or hormones? Watch for the signs: constant bloating, heartburn, or feeling heavy after meals. Irregular sleep, mood swings, anxiety, or sugar cravings are also red flags. Women may experience irregular cycles, breast tenderness, or sudden acne. Men might notice low drive, poor concentration, or lack of motivation. These symptoms show your gut and endocrine systems are struggling to keep up with the stress load. The good news is, once you stop drinking those 6 harmful coffee types, your body can repair itself surprisingly fast. Within 2 to 3 weeks, your gut lining begins healing. Within a month, your cortisol levels normalize, and your energy becomes more stable throughout the day. You can speed up this healing process by adding gut-supportive foods to your diet. Eat probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or kimchi. Add prebiotic fibers from bananas, oats, garlic, and onions. Include zinc, magnesium, and B vitamins to help your body metabolize caffeine better, and most importantly, get enough sleep. The gut repairs itself mostly at night. Without rest, no amount of healthy coffee will save you. Another important point: if you experience withdrawal symptoms like headaches or fatigue when you cut down coffee, don't quit cold turkey. Gradually reduce your intake over 1 to 2 weeks. Replace each skipped cup with green tea or warm lemon water. This allows your adrenal glands and nervous system to adjust smoothly. Your body will thank you later with better digestion and calmer hormones. Okay, let's recap the essentials. To protect your gut and hormones, always choose organic, pure coffee beans. Brew them freshly using safe methods. Never drink coffee on an empty stomach. Limit yourself to 1 or 2 cups before noon. Avoid artificial creamers, sugars, and flavored additives. Make sure to hydrate properly and balance your coffee intake with gut-nourishing foods. Remember, real coffee should give you steady energy, mental clarity, and calm focus, not anxiety, bloating, or hormonal chaos. If you love the ritual of coffee, don't give it up. Upgrade it. Turn it into something your body celebrates, not suffers from. With the right beans, timing, and care, coffee can be your ally in health, not your enemy. So, next time you take that first sip, just ask yourself, is this pure coffee or a chemical disguise? Because honestly, that one question could decide the future of your gut, your energy, and your hormones. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends, especially those who can't live without coffee. Subscribe for more natural health videos that help you protect your body from hidden everyday dangers. And remember, it's not about giving up what you love, it's about learning how to enjoy it safely, wisely, and in harmony with your body.